2023 Mercedes-Benz GLE53 AMG is one of my favorite Mercedes-Benz SUVs in their lineup. It combines the luxury and performance at the price that's still within the range of a regular Joe. So today, thanks to Mercedes-Benz of Bonita Springs, I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out from the exterior, interior, take a peek underneath the hood, see what powers up this thing. At the end of this video, we're going to go for a ride together. But before we do all that, if this is the first time we meet, my name is Matt here on Matt the Carguy. I post 2 car reviews every single week. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and check out the rest of my channel. I hope you find something that you like. And if you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And after you watch this video and like that, don't forget to give me a like. For over 55 years, the engineers at the AMG have been working really hard to improve both the performance and the looks of the AMG vehicles. And this is a perfect example of what can be done when the AMG takes over the regular family SUV and puts their spin on it. So let's check out the front of it. First of all, it does have this nice long hood with the big bulge right in the middle of here. Mercedes star right there, and then so typical to AMG, this Pan America grille that's wide open. It's got a lot of open spaces for the air to get inside, help with the cooling and aerodynamics of this engine. Vertical slots right over here, huge Mercedes star right in the middle of it. AMG logo on the side, and when you scroll down you can see this very aggressive front bumper. It's not only for the looks, but it's also for the performance. So you can see the splitter right here. You can see again, this is a lot of open spaces, and on the side here you can have this front air diffusers, allow for the air to channel through for better aerodynamics and better performance. And you can't forget about the lights, multi-beam LED lights with those double brow daytime running lights. Very nice, very bright adaptive lights. So it's not only looks super cool, but it's also very functional. Well, let's pop the hood, let's see what powers up this thing. Take a peek underneath the hood, and right here you can see this nice engine cover, AMG right on top of here. But underneath what we have is a 3.0 liter inline 6 turbocharged engine with a hybrid assist. As far as the performance and the stats, 429 horsepower, 384 pound-feet of torque. Made it to a 9-speed AMG ECT transmission that can deliver power to all 4 wheels. This vehicle also comes with the air suspension, and as far as the performance, 4.2 0 to 60. That's what happens when AMG puts their hands on the regular family SUV. Now if you really wanted more power, you can go for the hand-built AMG engine, and that's in the 63S that produces over 600 horsepower. But this is plenty for most people. And let's check this out, how nice it looks. Right here on the side, you can see some of the upgrades that AMG put on this vehicle. So first of all, you can see the front bumper is a little bit different. You can see those air inlets. That's the air outlet right here that allows for this air to kind of swoosh on this vehicle. It does have the cladding, which is the same color as the rest of this vehicle. A little bit more aggressive side skirt, but what's really performance is right here. Okay, right through those spokes, you can see this $2,500 upgrade. These are the AMG high performance brakes. It's got the larger rotors that are drilled and slotted, as well as the bigger calipers. And this particular one has also been upgraded with this massive $4,000 wheel. $3,950 you pay for those multi-spoke 22-inch AMG rims that come with this massive tires. $285 is the width of the tires in the front, but in the back you got 325. That's why they had to extend those fender flares to accommodate for those tires. It looks absolutely amazing. By the way, if you like the color on it, this is the Manufaktur white. I like it. It's got a lot of sparkle inside of it, and it's kind of this off-white color. Now on the side you can see this turbo 4MATIC. The top of the mirror, same color as the rest of this vehicle. It does have the turn signal, blind spot assist. It does have the camera right underneath here as well. And you have the window surroundings as well as the roof rack. And that's all in this satin chrome piano black pillars right here. You got the chrome on the door handles. And of course, you do have the smart entry system, the keyless go, what Mercedes calls it. You don't have to touch any of the buttons on the key in order to get inside of it. Now, let's check out the back. Like I mentioned before, you can see those extended flares right in the back of here. This more aggressive, sporty stance in here. You have those LED lights, AMG on one side, GLE53 on the other side. You do have a slight gate spoiler with a third brake light, exposed wiper, Mercedes logo scrolling down. You have this chrome trim piece that prevents the bottom of it from scratching, reflector lights, and this right here is what makes it look and sound awesome. So you have the dual tips on both sides, AMG badging right on the side, and right in the middle of here you have this nice and aggressive diffuser. So we're gonna check it out how it sounds before we take it for a spin. But before we do that, let's open it up and let's see how much room we have. Before we get inside, I want to show you one more thing. So let's check this out. In case you have something that's heavier and you need the lower point to load it, all you have to do is press the button on the inside, and here's what happens. Check this out. This vehicle dropped, and that's because it is improved with the air suspension. And of course, the first function of the air suspension is improve the quality of the ride. It's the ability to raise and lower the vehicle and also stiffen it depending on the conditions. But this is definitely an added benefit. Once you load it up, if you need to raise it up, all you have to do is press this button again and the vehicle will raise itself up. So let's check out the interior of it. So now let's get inside and let's check out the roominess in here. And I gotta tell you, this has plenty of room. I'm glad that this one is not equipped with this third row seat package, which is available on the GLEs, but this would take up the entire room and basically leave you with no cargo space in here. So this is the button that I was pressing in order to adjust the height of this vehicle. And let's check out underneath here. We have a spare tire, tools to remove it, and the floor jack. That's pretty much it. And you have some illumination inside of here, as well as the netting to hold on some stuff that you might put in here. The seats can be folded down fairly easy. All you have to do is press the button on top of it and just push them, fold them down, and this is how much room you're gonna have with the seats folded down. So in case you do need more cargo, that's how you do it. If roominess is something that you want in the vehicle, this definitely provides that and more. I'm 6 feet tall. This front seat is adjusted to my regular driving position. I have probably about 4 inches above my head, about 4 inches, maybe 5 in front of my knees, and I have plenty of shoulder room. Very nice, very comfortable. The interior is super premium as well. Let's check it out. Well, before we get on the interior, I want to show you one option because it's not very often where you can see this. Okay. See, this vehicle has been upgraded with the soft closed doors, and that means that you don't have to close the door all the way, and when you do, it kind of pulls it in, sucks it in. It's a very nice option. Not very often you see it. Now, as far as the door panel over here, you can see some premium materials used. So this is your Nappa leather. They call it the Macchiato Beige Nappa leather. Now you have the leather trim right on top. You have this carbon fiber trim and the Burmeister stereo, a little bit storage right underneath here, and of course you have the power sunshade right on the door over here. Now getting inside of here, you can see again this Macchiato beige leather, really nice and premium. They're cross stitched, they're perforated in the middle, solid on the sides. You have the console that opens up right here with the cup holders, and then not a huge, but there is a bump right in the middle. And what's important, you do have your climate control settings, you have your vents, you have your power station with the USB-C and the regular household power outlet right at the bottom here. Seats have their own netting in the back, and also you have an additional set of vents on the side. So 2 vents, one on each side, and 2 vents in the middle. That should make it for a nice and comfortable ride. Let's get inside of this vehicle, but before we do that, let's check the sound of the closing door. Boom. Nice, solid, typical for Mercedes-Benz, high quality front door panel. In addition to what we see in the back, you can see that it does have the adjustments for the heated and ventilated seats, as well as you can adjust the passenger side as well. You do have 3 memory seat settings. The seat adjustment, as on all Mercedes, is on the door. You do have this carbon fiber trim, and then the regular stuff that you'll see down here for the window door locks control. Down here you have the gate opener, a little bit more storage, and then check this out. This looks absolutely amazing. And AMG seats, nicely profiled, high bolsters, Nappa leather, super soft, super comfortable. We're gonna check that out while driving. I'm gonna jump inside, show you the rest of this interior. So here it is, the interior of this 2023 Mercedes-Benz GLE53 AMG with some upgrades. Now, it looks absolutely incredible. It definitely combines the technology with the classiness of this vehicle, the elegance, as well as the sportiness. So it does have accents for all of the characteristics of this vehicle. Right on top of here, you can see a leather-wrapped dashboard over here, big speaker right on top, and then you have this head-up display. Not sure if you can see it, but right now it displays the miles per hour and the direction that this vehicle is pointing to. Now, as far as the technology, you have 2 12.3-inch screens, but we're going to start with the steering wheel. This is an AMG steering wheel. You can see the 3-spoke steering wheel is super nice, very aggressive, kind of small. It does have this Alcantara on the sides, leather right on top, and then in the back you can see the gear shifters up and down, the real aluminum, there's no joke right here, and then a bunch of buttons on both sides. In the typical Mercedes-Benz fashion, this controls what's going on in front of you, and this controls what's going on to your right. So Mercedes-Benz sign in here, logo, very nice, very classy, right here in the instrument cluster. Let's hit the home button, let's see what we have. So right here you can see the head-up display that displays the trip over here, but you can also choose the radio, media, design, and display for what you see in front of you, service, and let's go back here to the AMG Performance. Let's see what we have. So this is the AMG Performance screen. As you can see, you have the boost, minimum, maximum right here. You have the temperature for the oil and the gears, as well as you have the pitch and roll inside of this dial over here. You have the consumption on the right hand side, and let's see what else do we have. So you can actually select different things to display on the left. Here's your radio, here's your route schedule, from reset, etc. So your trip meter, and then you have the regular clock right over here, and you can have your speedometer. Now you do have the speedometer digital right in front of you, but you can customize it, and of course the AMG logo right at the bottom. Lots more customization can be done in here. Each of those screens will get you into more options right here. So as far as the radio, okay, let's go back and let's check out something else. As far as the media, okay, no device connected. Designs and display, they'll let you choose of what you want. Now we're in classic. You can change it to sport, or you can change it to super sport if you'd like to. So different ways of customizing the screen. The MBUX is a really evolved infotainment system, but most of the same things you can control through here. Most people would probably do it through the main screen over here. So let's see. So you have your comfort, and that will include the massage seats. So now you have the hot relaxing back, hot relaxing shoulders, activating massage, classic massage. You have all the options, wave massage, etc. Let's go up over here. You can have the seat comfort, and let's see what seat kinetics, lumbar, side bolsters. Everything here is adjustable. Ambient lighting, that's part of the comfort package here as well. You can change the different colors for the ambient lighting. Right now we have some kind of a teal color going on in here, but we can change that to let's say ocean blue, and there you go, everything changes everywhere that there is ambient lighting, including in the footwells right here. You have different displays. So I've done many of the Mercedes-Benz, as you can see that on my other videos, more detailed review of it. Radio, navigation, phone. Let's see the AMG performance. Let's see what we have. Individual configuration. Oh yeah, let's check this out. Let's set it up to the way that I like it. Drive, this is the engine basically. Let's leave it at dynamic. Let's go back to the transmission. I'm gonna do it in dynamic as well. Dynamics of the vehicle. How about Pro? Okay, let's leave it at Pro. Suspension, I'm gonna do it at Sport suspension. Sport Plus might be too tough in here. So here it is. This is your individual settings. You can actually configure it to the way you like it. Okay, let's go back here. So the vehicle configuration, engine, consumption, it's just function not available. Switch on the ignition. There you go. Vehicle is off. Let's turn it on. And that comes to life. We gotta wait till this chime goes away. So this turns on when the ignition is on the vehicle. And you can see different functions: engine, performance, torque, horsepower, vehicle. Okay, there you go. You have your G meter right here. Hill ascent. Make it full screen if you'd like to. Let's go back. Tons of customization in here. I really like this Mercedes-Benz system. And this is it. Now, as far as the Android Auto, I think this is still the older one, which you'll need to connect it via cable. Radio, media, comfort, went through that. Mercedes Me and apps. Let's check this out really quick. Let's see what we have in this content. All right, so you have to have the Mercedes Me account, which I don't have, but connect your Android Auto device via USB. So yes, this one needs to have a cable connection for the Apple CarPlay and USB. The newer systems already have that as wireless. And here you go. This is the settings for the vehicle. You can make it a hotspot, quick access, light vehicle assistance, quick access. So all the settings can be controlled through here. Vehicle settings, assistance. Quick access will give you a bunch of toggle switches. Basically, here's your parking sensors, here's your lane keep assist, here's your attention level, stop and go, right? So this is your towaway protection, head-up display, here's your active steering assist, there's your interior motion sensor, primed. So all of that can be changed. Again, tons of functionality, tons of feature in here. And let's go back to the main menu. So 3 different ways of controlling the system and the Mercedes-Benz right here. So first one is obviously on the steering wheel. So you have the left, you have the rights, and then you have this trackpad right in the middle. I think this is the most comfortable trackpad and the most intuitive out of all of the vehicles that I've reviewed. But you can also control it via voice, and the keyword is "Hey Mercedes." Yeah, which is probably turned off. Most of the deals turn it off, so it doesn't interfere with the presentation. Like those square vents right here, down at the bottom, you have the strip of buttons, and that's basically your hard buttons for your climate control. And over here, this opens up. All you have to do is push it open. You have your wireless charging, you have your cup holders. Now, let me see if those are heated and ventilated. It doesn't look like. But they are available with those. And then you have some switches over here, and those buttons basically, so you can change the configuration of the dynamic select. You can turn off your traction control. You can raise and lower this vehicle, and you can adjust some suspension settings from comfort, trail, slippery, etc. And then right around this trackpad, you also have your dynamic control. So that's what changes in the drive selections, right? So you can have sand, trail, slippery, individual, comfort, sport, sport plus. So basically we're going to leave it in sport actually. The second button down here that actually opens up the settings for the quick access setting on the vehicle. Then you do have your favorite that you can save up in here, and right now they're setup assistance, consumption, dynamic select, etc. Here's your off-road data too, which right now we're not off-road, so we don't have anything. And on the other side of the trackpad, you have the navigation map, so you can turn that on. That's a pretty cool map system. It's always been pretty good to me. Then the second one is your radio, media, and then your telephone if you have it connected. So back to the home screen, one more thing to show you here is the rear view camera. And it does have a 360 camera. And as you can see, as most of the Mercedes-Benz, it's super high quality. It's very detailed, and you know, as far as the resolution, this is awesome. And then you of course have the front and rear trajectory lines. So there's definitely no complaints here. And then you have several different ways that you can angles of the camera that you can see on the side. I'm moving it up so you can see that. Here's your front camera, front wide, front narrow, side cameras, rear camera, and rear narrow. So those are your different angles, so definitely tons of options. Put it in park so we don't roll, and I'll show you the rest of this interior. So what's pretty cool about this too, this is your palm rest, this is your grab handle, especially for the passenger. If you're driving aggressively, they might want to hold on to it. You have some stuff in here, but that's an additional storage that you can put in here, and you have the additional USB-C port over here. Now, up on top console over here, let's see what you can see. And you do have your lights, you do have your sunroof, which is a panoramic sunroof. Okay, it opens up, gives you a lot of light inside of this vehicle. And then of course you can slide it open as well. There you go, one-touch operation. Nice windscreen over here. Now this particular one also has an additional sound dampening for the interior, so this vehicle is super quiet on the interior. And the other things that you have, of course, are your LED lights that are nice and bright, and this is it. Now driver and passenger have their own illuminated mirrors, and that's where we at. Now this vehicle looks awesome. Let's see how it drives. Well, the vehicle's running. I'm driving it already, guys, and a couple things to touch on is, first of all, the different trim levels that are available on the GLE. So obviously the GLE350, then they have the GLE450, GLE580, GLE53, and the GLE63, with AMG being the GLE53. That is this one that I'm driving right now, and the GLE63, and that is the beast. The two price points starting, this price point at this one is about $76,950. That's a base MSRP for the GLE53 AMG. This particular one has $30,000 worth of options. Before we take it on the road, I want to check out one more thing, and that is the turning radius on this AMG GLE53. So let's check this out. I have the wheel all the way to the left, and we're going to try to make a full circle right here in this parking lot. And it is tight, but we are doing it. It is very tight. It's nice. So definitely Mercedes delivers on the turning radius here as well. Now, one thing to mention too, you got to remember that this vehicle sits on this incredibly large wheels, 22-inch wheels, super wide tires. You can feel it. It rolls over everything really nice and smooth. So we're gonna check that out, how it drives once we take it on the road. I'm gonna stop, we're at 0, and let's go. And here you go, 64 miles per hour in an instant, 4.7 seconds. That's where it was measured as far as Mercedes-Benz and their stats. This is a very quick vehicle. Now, if that wasn't enough for you and you have more money to spend, the 63 is a beast. It's available. It's got over 600 horsepower, so about 180 horsepower more than this. It is a V8. It's a wonderful vehicle, but it does start at about $121,000. So it's substantially more expensive. Now, this is loaded. So as I mentioned before, it has upgraded wheels, upgraded brakes, upgraded leather, upgraded color, tons of other stuff that I'm going to put in the description of this video. $30,000 worth of options on this particular one. So I don't think there is many that you can still add to a 53, and that's at 105 or 104, and that this particular one drives wonderful, it looks wonderful, it is quick, it's comfortable at the same time. Definitely a vehicle that you can take your kids to school with, and definitely a vehicle that you can race with someone else. This might not be the purebred AMG that a lot of you are used to. This is not a hand-built engine, but definitely this AMG enhanced 426 horsepower does the job, and you can do it in style. Perfect. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really like this vehicle. I hope at one point this might end up in my garage. And let's do a quick acceleration again. And it sounds awesome too. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't checked out the rest of my channel, please do so. I hope you find something that you like. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a like. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.